Today, I want to talk about our obsession with consuming the creativity of others over diving in to our own creations. So, inviting you to take a deep breath into this because this is something that affects all of us. And in this day and age where there is so much data, so much information, so much content to consume, this is a really important conversation, and it definitely is one that you need to listen up to. The creational field of a woman is a super important part of our biology and our architecture. We are designed to create and multiply. It's very simple, and yet this is where our multidimensional abilities are here to express in a myriad of ways. The creational principles of women are housed in our ovaries. This is the deepest, darkest part of our womb. It is the furthest from the opening to our wombs, and it houses the most secret and sacred parts of who we are. The ovaries have a lot to do with memory, not just creation, because where are we storing the genetic imprints and plasmic memory that we are here to pass down into the future generations? Within our ovaries. So our creativity has a lot to do with our memory. And if we are choosing to continuously consume other people's creativity instead of diving in and excavating the jewels and gemstones that await us within, we are doing ourselves a huge disservice. There is so much content to choose from. There are YouTube channels, there are podcasts, there are so many different social media platforms, and all of this kind of gives us the idea that everyone in the world and their jaguar are creating continuously. But this is not the truth. It's just what we see. Most of the people on social media, like literally 97%, are consuming the creativity of creators. They are not actually giving anything out. They are not making any of their own posts. They are not creating content. They are not contributing in any way other than maybe liking, maybe lurking, maybe being a troll and getting on top of other people's creations, yeah? So I want you to feel into this. Who are you as a woman right now as you enter into the online world? How much of your time is spent scrolling? How much of your time is spent consuming other people's content? And how much of your time is spent in the creational field of your own biology as a woman? This is really important for us to open our eyes and look at, because nobody can claim the inner artist that essentially lives within every single woman but you. Nobody can create the art that awaits you in your womb but you. Nobody knows what you are here to create but you. And you can look all day long at all of the external pathways, what they are doing, what she is doing, what he is doing, what the world is doing at large. But if you are not in tune and creating a pathway between your ovaries and all of the dream seeds that are here to become every single creation, collaboration, and idea, not just babies, then you are missing out on so much of the magic that you are here to be a part of and to share with the world. We already know as women that our fertility is under attack. It has been under attack, and now the birth statistics are showing us that there are way less women getting pregnant, having babies, and becoming mothers than any time before in history. Not only is the fertility of our ability to grow babies under attack, the ability for us to be artists and express our creativity in the external world is also under attack. They are one and the same thing, and they come from the exact same place. So I want you to really feel into what is keeping you from choosing to turn your heart in the direction of your own creative projects. Yeah, it's inspiring out there, but endless scrolling, endless consumption, endless tapping into everyone else's knowledge doesn't give you wisdom. You just begin to become a person who regurgitates and remixes what everyone else is bringing to the table through their creative channel. And there's absolutely nothing inspiring about that. So to look at the biology of a woman, you have these beautiful ovaries. And it is wild how many women are having one or both ovaries removed due to infertility. What happens when we don't receive the song that our dream seeds, our ovum, are singing to us in womanhood is they begin to shut down. They begin to essentially stop singing. And have you ever seen a child who was ignored, who was never listened to, who was never witnessed, who was never given that sweet, loving attention that they so deeply desired? What happens when we step into that state of our creativity that's always bursting within us and humming within us and calling for us in a myriad of ways for us to actually turn our heart in its direction? We begin to enter into the arena of health issues. Ovarian cysts are something that I see a lot of in my clients who have turned away from their creativity because they don't feel worthy enough, because they feel like their creativity is too much, or they feel like the art that they are here to make doesn't belong. I want to highlight something for you around artistry. Do you understand that the artist is probably the most misunderstood part of you? Because the artist is translating something in a completely new way that nobody has access to until they create the bridge through their art. Have you ever listened to a song and it all of a sudden, through its notes and chords and tonality and pitch and rhythm, gives you access to a feeling, to a memory, to something that you have needed to tap into? Maybe it's a good cry. You were not able to do that until the artist offered you the bridge. Have you ever seen a painting and been so moved by it, it awakened that curiosity and awe and wonder that you have been missing since childhood? Nobody gave you that until you found the bridge that the artist has created. The inner artist is masterful and messy at being able to translate what is not seen, what is not felt, what is not known here in this dense earthen existence. The artist pierces the multidimensionality of this earthen plane, and it gives us a new map to be able to walk, one that would not have even been dreamed into being if they weren't brave enough to pick up the pen and write the poem, to pick up the paintbrush and paint their color on the canvas, to pick up the guitar and sing the song that this world was so ready to receive. So for you as a woman in this day and age where the online world is just going to get louder and louder and busier, there is such a deep call to return to your ovaries, the sweet songs that your ovum are singing to you. Because you didn't come here to just consume everyone else's creative imprints. You came to this world to imprint this earth with your own unique way of loving. And I want you to feel into for a moment, what have you left behind? When you were a child, You were filled with creativity. That bridge between what is here in reality and what is out there beyond the veil was so easy for you to walk. It's like the multidimensional landscape of your inner universe was just there at your fingertips whenever you desired to touch it. You need to ask yourself, when did that get left behind? Because it's not that your inner artist and your creativity has been lost. It's that it was dropped on the path and it's waiting every single day for you to have the courage to go and reclaim it. There's a piece that story medicine always offers us, and that whatever has been lost does not stay lost. Eventually, whatever has been lost is destined to be found again. This is what your creativity is pulsing out within you. And yes, it's not speaking in a clean and clear language that you can understand. It's not yoo-hooing you back home, but it is inviting you every single day. And if you do not create the space to actually hear what is alive within you that desires to be woven into this external reality, nobody else can go and find it. If you are someone who is over-consuming in the external world, there's no way that you are giving priority to the creative gifts that are waiting to be reclaimed within you. I want to invite you to look at your screen time. Ugh, scary, I know. I really want to invite you to look at your screen time and face the fact that you have probably spent hours a day consuming everyone else's creativity. The average time that an average human being spends on social media right now is 4.5 to 5.5 hours. Let that sink in. That is such a huge chunk of your day. That's so much time that you could be pouring into exploring the creative landscape within you. And I promise you that this territory is vast. This territory is way more profound than anything that you will ever find outside of you. And remember, you didn't just come to this earth to go through the motions and be completely bombarded by everyone else's frequency, overstimulated by data and information that comes from the wombs of everyone else. That is not why you are here. If you are a woman and you have been born with a womb to tend, you have a sacred responsibility of returning home to the dream seeds that live within you and asking the question, what am I here to create? And what is mine to birth into this world that has never been seen before? Who you are as a unique feminine creature cannot be replicated. Everyone can try, but there's no way that they have your unique lived experience, your sacred story, your coding. Every single time you create something, you are imprinting the field with something that has never existed before. Can you feel the potency in this truth? So it doesn't matter if you look outside of you and you think, oh, the market is saturated. Oh, there's already so many people doing what I want to bring. Oh, what I have to offer is not as good as everyone else's. Stop. There's no way that what is waiting for you to be birthed through your ovaries is going to look anything like what anyone else is here to bring. Look at women who give birth to children. Every single one of those children has a unique spirit. It has a unique soul blueprint. They have a unique understanding of this world, the tone of their voice, the way they laugh, the way they cry, the way they grow, and what they are here to bring. Every single child that is birthed forth from a womb carries its unique imprint. We can understand that. So what makes you think that all of these other ovum within you are going to bring something that looks just like someone else, and it's not worth your time to even try. That's a story that is in the way of everything that you came here to do. So I want you to get real with yourself. What were you in love with? What brought you so much joy? What made you feel like you were alive as a woman before the world got a hold of you, before you entered into the world of social media and got lost in the consuming? There's a key here for you. And I want to share something that one of my clients spoke to me a while ago, and it has been ringing out in my being ever since. If every single woman in this world decided to pick up a pen right now and start writing and never stop until she took her very last breath, we would still have so many less books, so many less pieces of poetry, so many less stories than all of the men. And there's such a deep truth to this. Your creativity has the potential to outlive you. And not only you, it has the potential to outlive your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren. We think that what we are here to bring, when we compare ourselves to what everyone else is bringing in the external world, we can talk ourselves out of it really quickly, yeah? But what if you held this truth really close to your heart? Is it going to be easy? No. Is it going to be worth it? 1001%. So listen, sister, because the creation seeds in your ovaries are singing a song that only you can hear. And when you stop pointing your ears in the direction of what everyone else is going on about, you create the silence, you create the spaciousness, and you create the stillness to receive that which is already encoded within you and just needs your cooperation, your courage, your ability to collaborate to bring an entire new universe to this world. And if you look around, you have an idea of how hungry this world is for artistry, how hungry this world is for human stories that are alive. As the synthetic starts to step more and more into this earthen reality, what is organically human, what is messy, what is a huge part of being a creature walking this earth in this day and age is going to become more and more and more obvious as the medicine that we need and what we are all searching for anyways. Every single one of us desires connection. And what better way to connect with yourself, your creativity, and the world at large than bringing something to offer that you knit within your own womb. So please, I invite you to take this to heart, to explore it. Don't just let this be another piece of data and information that you allow to bounce off you for 3 seconds before scrolling on to the next. Really take this to heart. Really pay attention. Really open your eyes and see, holy ish, this is how much I have been in the consumerism frequency, and it means that my creativity has not had priority in my life. If you have time to get on your phone and scroll for hours a day, you definitely have time to place into your calendar 2 or 3 times a week, time to meet your inner artist and get to creating. I pray that this supports you on your path. Your ovaries are waiting, and they are filled with the juiciest medicine, the most magical creations that you will ever find. So take a deep breath and get to work excavating the medicine that awaits within your own womb.